I got a million ways to get it. Choose one.
Choose one.
Hey, bring it back, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. I'm on to the next one. On to the next.
Hey YouTube, this is a deck profile on my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon deck, or at least my attempt at it. Before we start, this deck is in every way, shape, and form open for improvement. It is by no means perfect. It is actually pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie. So, I am interested in running dragons or just having a dragon deck for fun. So, if anybody has any good builds or any good ideas or anything like that, feel free to send me a message or leave it in the comment box. I built this deck because basically all I had on me was my Exodia deck and a bunch of random cards, and I wanted to play a match against my friend, so I took about 20 minutes to through this together. I already know it sucks. You don't have to leave me 1,000 comments telling me that. So constructive comments would be nice. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. So the main purpose of this deck is to try and get out Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, or just a dragon beat stick in general. So, and to accomplish that, you obviously need 3 Blue Eyes. I got multiple ways of turning him into a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So, and you guys will get to see those. Next, I got 2 Mystic Tomatoes. Mystic Tomato, when it's destroyed, it'll let me summon my Lord of D, which is actually the next card on the list. Lord of D. When he is on the field, I can activate my Flute of Summoning Dragon and summon 2 dragons out of my hand, no sacrifice. So let's see. Lord of D's effect is, as long as this card remains face up on the field, all dragon type monsters cannot be targeted by spell cards, trap cards, or effects of monsters that designate a target. So pretty much, if you can keep this guy alive, you can keep your dragons alive without much of a problem. Next, I run 1 Kaiser Seahorse. I need another one. If you guys have them, PM me. I'm always open for trades. Pretty much, you can use him as 2 sacrifices for Blue Eyes. Up next, 1 Chaos Sorcerer. I only run 1. I have 2. I don't like to run 2. But a lot of the monsters in this deck are light and dark, so it's not too much trouble to get this guy out. And it has 2300 attack, so he can stand on his own pretty well. And his effect is pretty decent. 1 Goblin Attack Force. Old card, I know. 2400 attack 4-star. If you need something out to deal some damage for 1 turn, this is your guy. Trihorn Dragon. Just in case I happen to have a Lord of D on the field and a Flute of Summoning Dragon with me. If I got nothing else, I can always get this guy out. 2850. He's pretty good beat stick. He can hold his own. Next, I have a Jinzo. Obvious reasons. I know it's a dragon deck. Don't care. This guy just stops traps dead in their tracks. So it's good stall. You know, it does what it does. Next, my 3 White Stones of Legend. When it is sent to the graveyard, you get to add a Blue Eyes to your hand, and it's a tuner, which there's not much you can sync for in this deck, to be honest. You can sync for about 9 stars, and that's about it, except maybe with Jinzo. But yeah. And then next, I run 2 Flamvell Guard. Yeah, you could run 3, but I would rather run the White Stones because it has a good effect. So yeah, that's all the monsters. On to Magic. We have 3 Dragon's Mirror. Dragon's Mirror it's pretty much like polymerization. I can take Blue Eyes off my field or out of my graveyard and get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. The only problem is Dragon's Mirror removes them from play. I guess we'll see where that comes into effect here in a minute when we move on to traps. We have 2 Book of Moon. Pretty obvious effect. 3 Flute of Summoning Dragon. I run 3 because if I have a Lord of D on the field and I have, by some miracle of a chance, 3 Blue Eyes and a Trihorn Dragon, I can play 2 of these guys, get all 4 dragons out onto the field, no sacrifice. Let's see. Next, we have 2 MST. Um, one cost down. It's if I have a, I don't know, Flamvel guard on the field and I need a Blue Eyes for holding out my life points. He'll get them out there with one sacrifice. Monster Reborn. Side note, I have a lot of Japanese cards. So if anybody's out there is interested, you send me a PM. They're all up for trade. You'll see in my Exodia deck I have Japanese backup soldier. So yeah, those are up for trade as well. One Dark Hole. It's unbanned. Abuse it. I have Foolish Burial. This card is great for sticking a Blue Eyes into your graveyard, and then you can activate Dragon's Mirror and get a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I have another Japanese ultra rare Foolish Burial. If anybody's interested, send me a PM. Giant Trunade. Axe of Despair. It's old, I know. Once again, I really don't care. Adds 1,000 attack. It could help. Cold Wave. Kinda obscure to me in this deck. Throw it in there anyways, it could save me. Swords of Revealing Light. Stalls like no other. Use it. Nobleman of Crossout. I built this deck to play against a specific deck, and I know that my friend runs lots of little flip effect monsters that I want to get rid of, or I don't want him to Book of Moon it, flip it back down, or whatever. Nobleman of Crossout gets rid of a face down. Gold Sark. Search for the last Blue Eyes you need. Search for Jinzo. Search for a tuner if you're stuck, or a polymerization, or whatever you need. Search for it. Card Destruction. You can get Blue Eyes into the graveyard, and you can either Monster Reborn them, or you can leave them there for Dragon's Mirror. Polymerization. If you don't know what it does, look it up. It's really, really self-explanatory. Let's see. Compulsory. Get a problem monster out of the way. Sakuretsu Armor. Pretty self-explanatory. 2 Bottomless. You can run 2. Do it. 1 Waboku. 7 Tools of the Bandit. This card is amazing. 7 Tools of the Bandit. When a trap card is activated on your opponent's side of the field, you can activate 7 tools, give up 1,000 life points, and destroy that trap card. Great. I like it better than... Think of one card that negates traps. I like this one better. Paradox Fusion. Very similar to Solemn Warning for fusion monsters. Pretty much, if you have a fusion monster and your opponent uses something that you don't like, activate Paradox Fusion. You remove your fusion monster, your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You remove it from play. It destroys that monster or magic or trap card or whatever that was activated, and it gets destroyed, and then you get your Blue Eyes back in 2 turns. So it's I don't know, it could be good in a situation, I suppose. Call the Haunted. It's Call the Haunted. Return from a different dimension. This is my little tech. I suppose the whole deck is kind of a tech, but whatever. Pretty much, if you use Dragon's Mirror, get rid of your 3 Blue Eyes. They're removed from play. If you happen to catch your opponent, let's say you Trunade their back row, and you use Blue Eyes to destroy the only monster they got on the field, or you use your Jinzo and your Ultimate Dragon, and you clear up the field, or whatever you got to do, you can activate Return, and give up half your life points. I know it's a big price, but you only go for this for the kill. And you bring back your 3 Blue Eyes for 1 turn. You've got an Ultimate Dragon, a Jinzo, and 3 Blue Eyes on the field. That's a full front row, and you can go for game. You shouldn't have any problems. This is, I don't know if you're going for an OTK, do that. It's very situational, but it works pretty decent. Magic Cylinder. It's old, it's noobish. I don't really care what you guys are gonna call it. I love it. It's a great card. Torrential Tribute. It's staple. Yeah. So that has been my attempt at a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon deck. I know it's not the greatest. I'd appreciate comments, suggestions. Yeah, if you guys know a really great dragon setup, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm not keeping up with the meta. I obviously, well, you guys might not know this, but I just got back into this game last month, so I'm doing what I can to try and get up to speed. My locals are like an hour and a half away, so I pretty much get to make it every other week, so I don't really get all that much information on what's going on besides here on YouTube. So, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, feel free to PM me, comment them, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that goodness. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys.